getting involved in local cleanups and just being more aware of what's happening in your town politics, and also voting with your wallet and not voting for plastics with your wallet and consuming less. I think that just being aware of how much we are consuming on a daily basis and how many people don't consider the long-term impacts of that. So I think as an individual, just getting more involved in your local actions and just trying to be more self-aware. Use websites like Environmental Working Group to figure out what sort of chemicals are in some of your favorite products, and just become a more informed citizen. I mean, we're in the 21st century. We live in the United States of America. There's no real excuse for not having. We have the information at our fingertips for a lot of it. So making good use of that.
We need to get smart about what we buy, so just say no to toxic, ridiculous products like Dora, the Explorer, or children's bubble baths that have warnings that kids might get urinary tract infections if they sit in a bathtub with the chemicals. And just all of the products we use, looking at labels and just reducing and eliminating unnecessary chemicals and plastics wherever we can. So just get smart about what we buy. Lots of resources to do that. Number two, get connected with each other. I think this is truly the transformative moment and opportunity in why market campaigns and the market is changing so fast, is because people are getting connected. They're looking to each other. Groups of women are looking to other women for what to buy and how to navigate these complicated questions, rather than just getting, advertised at as we used to. And so it's an incredible opportunity to just share wisdom, keep talking to our communities, keep building networks, just keep standing up in our own circles to say what's right, and to give people tools and resources to make better decisions. Campaign for Safe Cosmetics, safecosmetics.org is great for learning about personal care products. EWG.org has lots of great info on food and cosmetics. Plastics Pollution Coalition, you guys are doing amazing work. Lots of great NGOs out there. And so get connected, and then number three, get political. We have to take this fight to our local communities, our state communities, and to Washington, D.C. until we change the government of this country to bring back democracy and change the economy in ways that support life, health, and people, not just profit. I mean, we basically need to recreate and reinvent the way we do everything. That's what I tell young people when I speak at colleges, and I love to say that because it's like that it's their life project. And I think that young people really do get it, and they give me great hope. So it's a great challenge, but a huge opportunity. Recreate the way we do everything to build an economy based on life and health and love.
I think purchasing is very powerful, and the purchaser can decide what's in products. And so, as we've said, transparency is really important, that products have to say what's in them, and that people take the time to read the labels, and certain things can be avoided. We work a lot with big purchasers to encourage them to use healthy products to come together. As you said, organizations. I think everybody should join the Plastic Pollution Coalition, for example, which will keep them informed. I forgot when I introduced myself to say that I'm the executive director of the Green Science Policy Institute, and on our website we have consumer information on reducing exposure to some of the worst families of chemicals, which is a way. We hear there are 80,000 chemicals out there, which just sounds overwhelming, like what can you do? But we think there are actually 6 families that contain most of the chemicals of concern, so one can learn some things and avoid them. And we all know everybody can stop the use of single-use plastics. And I remember when I once had the pleasure of visiting Dianna Cohen's home, she showed me her cabinet full of glass containers and metal containers, like no plastic. So I think ridding our lives of plastic can be an example, or reducing the plastic when we don't need it. So I think we can be an example, and I think educating children is really important, because once they're educated, they can keep an eye on their parents, and they can educate others. So I think there's a big education component